Always Believe house. Today we're going to finish up Staar Review 12, and it's going to have systems on it. Score! So we're going to get through this, and it is going to be F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Just like eating an Oreo cookie. Oh. So a magical whiteboard appears, and we are about to get rocking and rolling. Let's do number 22. You should be able to do the top three, and then 22 or 21 and 23. I'm going to help you out with 22. Okay, so we're going to let X equal first number and Y equal second number. You just had this on a test. Okay. Now then it says the sum of two numbers, so X plus Y, that's how you get the sum of two numbers, is my equal 30. So I have X plus Y equals 30. That is not that difficult, okay? Well, let's go to the next one. The larger number, let's make the larger number Y, that's equal 2 more than means plus 3 times the smaller number. So it's going to be Y equals 2 plus 3X. Ho, 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 ho. Now then, remember, you could do this on the calculator, but you got to be able to do it by hand. This is pretty simple to do by hand. I'm going to do it by hand, but menu 3 to enter on a word problem. I'll let you do them on a word problem, but you got to be able to do them by hand on the ones that aren't. So on this problem here, I know Y is equal to 2 plus 3X. I'm going to plug that right in here. So X plus 2 plus 3X equals 30. Add up my X's, 4X, move the 2 over. So 4X equals 28. Divide by 4, and I have X equals 7. So I'm going to write down Y equals 2 plus 3X, change the X with 7, and I'm going to get 21 plus 2 is 23. So 7 and 23 are the two numbers. Remember, you're not writing an ordered pair down here. So 7 and 23 would be the two numbers. If you add them up, you get 30. If you multiply the smaller number, or the smaller number by 2 and add 2 more than 3 times the smaller number, so 7 times 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23. So it works out, doesn't it? So these numbers make that statement true. Let's go to 24. 24, we're going to do substitution again. On 24 and 25, you've got to use a calculator. Speaking of that, I'm going to open up my calculator. While that's opening, we can do this one. So on number 24, I'm going to keep helping you out. The more you do this, the better you get. If you have not done all the problems I've given you, you still can't do this. It takes repetition. So just keep doing it. If you make one little bitty error, it's going to be wrong. So make sure you're working it. What I would do if I were you at home, punch menu 3 to enter, get the answer, then go back and do the math, and you know what you got to get. Okay? On this problem here, I know my Y is this, so I'm going to take it and plug it in right there, aren't I? So I'm going to have 3X plus 3 parentheses, and then I'm going to plug in negative 2X minus 4, and then it's going to be equal to 3. So I rewrote 3X plus 3Y equal 3, but I changed Y to negative 2X minus 4. Now I'm just going to solve the equation. So I'm going to distribute the 3, and I'll have 3X minus 6X minus 12 equals 3. I'm going to group my X's. That'll be negative 3X. I'm going to move the 12 over. Plus 12, I'm going to get 15. Divide by negative 3, and I'm going to get X equal negative 5. Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Now then I'm going to write this equation down. Y equal negative 2X minus 4. And I'm going to replace the X with negative 5. So I'm going to get negative 2 times negative 5 is 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. So my answer is negative 5 comma 6. If I plug that into both equations, it does work out. Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Just like eating a Reese's peanut butter cup. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, let's go to 25. On 25, we're going to solve this with elimination. They both have the X's are positive and the Y's are negative. So, I mean, we're going to have to multiply by a negative. I'm going to pick the X because the opposites will be 10 or 8 and 5. I want to multiply by 4. So I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by negative 4. That's going to make my 2x negative 8x, and the x's will eliminate. So I'm going to write down the top equation again. 8x minus 5y equals 7. Then I'm going to bluebell truck the negative 4. So I'm going to get negative 8x plus 4y equals negative 4. Remember, you got to distribute that number to each term. You've got to get every single multiply and add and subtract problem right, or it won't work. Now then, we're going to subtract, go straight down, or actually add, because the x's eliminate. Negative 5 plus 4 is a negative 1y equals 3. So my y is going to end up being negative 3 in it. Now then, I'm going to take this equation and write it down. 2x minus y equals 1. And I'm going to replace that y with a negative 3. That's going to give me two negatives back to back in it. So it's going to turn into a positive, right? So 2x plus 3 equals 1. Move the 3 over. 2x equals negative 2. So x is going to be negative 1. So my ordered pair would be negative 1, negative 3. Remember, use the calculator, get the answer, then go do the math. You could do this. Number 26. Okay. Number 26, we're going to need the calculator. Okay, let me go to calculator. Okay, let's go back to here. And this is going to be two standard equations, okay? So remember, we're going to label one x and one y. How many shrimp and oysters are in the gumbo? So x is shrimp, y is oysters. So x equals shrimp, y equals oysters. Draw blank and blank. And now we're going to make our equations. So 8 shrimp and 6 oysters, that is 8x plus 6y equals 7.8. Okay, now then I'm going to get my next one. 10 shrimp, that's 10x. 15 oysters plus 15y equals 15. Punch this into the calculator. Menu 3, 2, enter. I do not want you to spend this much time doing arithmetic because these numbers will get big. You don't need to be dividing a 2-digit into a 3-digit and taking all that time. So get the equations out, punch it in the calculator. Now then, we want to know what 4 shrimp and 4 oysters cost, right? So when we get our answer, we got to multiply both of them by 4 and add them up. Okay, so we're going to type in, go to your calculator, type in menu 3, which is algebra, 2, solve systems, and then hit enter. Don't ever change that. And now then we're going to type in 8x plus 6y equals 7.8. So 8x plus 7y, what is it equal to? 7.8. 8x plus 6y equals 7.8. Let me delete this. 6y equals 7.8. Hit the down button. And now then I'm going to do 10x plus 15y equal 15. So 10x plus 15y, and what was it equal to? 15 equals, I don't want to punch that, equals 15. So 8x plus 6y equals 7.8. That's right. 10x plus 15y equals 15. 10x plus 15y equals 15. That's right. I'm going to hit enter. And then that's the answer. So 45 cents and 70 cents, right? That's the 0.45 and the 0.7. That's money. So put 0.45 and 0.70. Now then we want the cost of 4 of these. So 4 times 0.45 plus 4 times 0.7. That's going to be $1.80 and $2.80. I think it's going to be $4.60. Okay, so 4 times 0.45 is $1.80. 4 times 0.7 is 2.8. $1.80 plus, should be 4.6, okay? So that would be the total cost of 4 shrimp and 4 gumbo. I'm going to do these. I'm going to set these up for you. Okay, you've got to be able to go from point slope to standard, point slope to y-intercept. Okay, so this line is perpendicular to this one. So our slope is negative 3 over 4, and we want the perpendicular slope, which would be the opposite reciprocal, which would be 4 over 3. This is my x and this is my y. So I know my slope and my x and my y, I'm going to plug straight into point slope. So y, the opposite of positive 10 is negative 10. 4 over 3, parentheses x, the opposite of positive 9 is negative 9. Now that I want this in standard, you should be able to do this. So we're going to bluebell truck the 3. Remember, you distribute the denominator to the left. So you get 3y minus 30 equals, these cancel out, and the numerator goes to the right. 4x minus 36. So now all I have to do is move my x to my left, my 30 to my right. I'm going to get negative 4x plus 3y equals negative 6. The x is negative, switch every single sign. And that is your standard form. If you plug 9, 10 in there, you get 6, okay? Ho, 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 ho. Let's go to number 28, okay? Line P goes through 6, 12. That's my x and my y. Has a slope. That's my n. Write it in slope-intercept form. I'm going to do point slope and switch it. Y'all got to be able to do that. So y, the opposite of 12 is minus 12 equals, my slope is 5 over 2, x minus 6. Now then we're going to get rid of the denominator. The denominator goes left, the numerator goes right. That's what one of my students said. So the denominator is going to go to the left. So I'm going to get 2y minus 24. The 2's cancel out, and my numerator goes to the right. 5x minus 30. Now then we want slope-intercept, so we're going to move over the 24 and divide by 2, aren't we? So move over this 24. I'm going to get 2y equals 5x minus 6. Okay, and then divide by 2. And I'll get y equals 5 over 2x minus 3. Ho, 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 ho. And the last one, we're going to get the slope, plug it into point slope. So my slope is going to be y minus y over x minus x. So negative 23 minus 2, and then negative 12 minus 8. So negative 23 minus 2 is negative 25. Negative 12 minus 8 is negative 20. That's going to simplify to 5 over 4. I'm going to take my first point as x and y. Y minus 2 equals 5 over 4, parentheses, x minus 8. That is the equation in point slope. Something you got to be able to do. Oh boy, what a day. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you've enjoyed this. Remember, you are amazing. You were created to do wonderful things, and always believe.